All right, now we're recording. So
And take two,
right? So after we hear from the captains, get to know them a little bit, then I'll explain the structure of it and what the process is going to be going forward with who to reach out to, what to do, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to start with Ashley O, and then we'll move on through the captains, and we'll go from there. Take it away.
Awesome. Hey guys, I'm really excited to be here. I'm happy I was able to jump on and that my Wi-Fi wasn't terrible in Mexico, because it was for a little bit, but whatever. So quick little about me, my story, whatever. I've been in the business for about 1.5 years. And I know I say this a million times when I post for you guys on Team Amato, but like, I'm not on Team Amato at all. I'm strictly a sideline. I met Michelle at one of our regional meetings like 1 year ago, right? And I walked up to her, I said, "Hi, my name's Ashley. I'm obsessed with you and your fiance." And we've become friends since. So I love you. So we've become friends, and in that I've been, so thankful that Michelle added me to the team page and I can interact with you guys and grow myself as a leader, even though I'm only just one of your sideline sisters. So that's about me. I joined after about 6 months. You know what we tell our enrollers, like, no, it's crap, I'm not going to join, whatever. I did that whole thing. And then I really needed extra money. So I decided to join, and I haven't looked back. My why is I want to be a stay-at-home mom one day, because it's not 1955 anymore, and you can't be reliant on, your husband for income anymore. And I'm not putting my kids in daycare. I don't want that for them. I don't have kids, for anybody who doesn't know me, but I do want them. So that, and then part 2 of my why is I want to retire Josh one day so we can be a full-time family. He busts his ass in direct sales, and he's gone 6-7 days a week. And this week in Mexico that we're getting together is the first extended amount of time off that we've had since we've been dating, and we've been dating almost 2 years. So I would love to retire him and bring him home one day. An area of strength for me, I would say would be finding out information from wherever I need to. When I was enrolled, I was placed under someone who had joined 2 weeks before me and knew nothing about the business, and I was never trained. I didn't know anything, and I learned everything I learned from YouTube videos and Periscopes and eSuite and whatever I could. So that's definitely like a where to find information thing, or people to watch on YouTube. That's an area of strength. And also part of that is talking about the products normally. Like, I just learned product by product right after I joined. I was like, I need to know what this stuff is. And I think that's it. Right?
Yeah. Awesome stuff. It's funny because Ashley left her planner at my house, or like one of her binders that she had all her info, like her first one or whatever, at my house. And I just found it the other day when I was cleaning, because my house is like a black hole. And I looked through it, and she had like everything. She had the whole comp plan printed out in the 3-ring binder with like all the information about the products, the party, but like everything was, all the info was like right there. And I'm like, when did you do this? She's like, the day I signed up, I just printed everything, and I just, so it's awesome. So,
and my total like rip off Blitz cards, because I sat at my desk at work. I'll share on my real Zoom, but I sat at my desk at work and went into Photoshop and made my own Blitz cards to start handing them out the day that I started, because I was like, I'm not waiting for my kid. I'm going to tell everybody, like a crazy person.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can. I'm going to mute myself and turn my camera off, but I'm going to be on. I'm so excited to work with you guys. Woo!
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Who wants to go next? Anybody? All right, Allison, you're next.
Present. Can I grab it?
Yeah, I think it's cool? Enough charge. It's 20%.
Oh, you totally work. Hi guys, how's everyone doing? I'm Allison, and got my notes here.
Hey, Allison.
Hey, Nick. So I'm Allison, and the first question we wanted to answer was, how I got started with this. So about a year and a little more than a year and a half ago, Michelle was creeping on my Facebook, posting all these crazy things. And so I started out as one of her loyal customers, and the products worked for me. And when the products started working for me, I was like, people are asking me what I'm doing, so why shouldn't I start sharing and talking about that and making some money for myself? So that's what I started doing, and here I am. My why is, for anybody that knows a little bit about me, I worked at Carlo's Bakery for a really long time, and I also worked at a couple of other bakeries, and it got to the point where I was doing all of that for someone else, and it was really bumming me out, and I decided that I didn't want to do it for other people anymore. I wanted to do it for myself. So my why is that I want to be able to do this kind of stuff at home and be able to bake when I want and make what I want for other people. Very similar to Ash, I want to retire Joe one day. He struggles with work because he hates it one day, loves it the next day, is never really sure what he wants to do. And
High five, Joe.
I'd love for him to be able to stay at home with me
I heard that.
and do all that stuff with me. So that's my why. My goal for next year, or for this coming year, is I'd like to go double diamond, and I would like to become a stronger leader. So shout out to all you guys that are going to help me do that. What? And then so some of my strengths are doing a lot of post scheduling and different scheduling apps to keep that interaction high and keep it going. So I do that. I schedule because I have a full-time job still. I am Emerald, but I still have a full-time job that I'm working. And it sometimes is really overwhelming to keep up with all of that stuff. So something I'm really good at is scheduling those posts and keeping that interaction going throughout the day. Another thing that I'm good at is Joe and I do a lot of fun lifestyle, just goofing around, this is who we are posts, which get a lot of interaction, which helps with the whole fact that I'm not on Facebook all day because I get a lot of interaction with those different types of posts. So that's me, and peace out.
Awesome. Okay, so any volunteers to go next?
Start grabbing them. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna go in the order. So Ashley K, who as soon as I started saying your name, took a sip of your drink.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna go in the order in which you guys are listed on the top under like where it says the people who are on. I'm just gonna.
Okay. Okay, cool. So how I started is I had Michelle reaching out to me forever. So I was talking her out a little bit because I really wanted to, I guess, see where she was going to go with it, because I saw a lot of people start and then kind of fall off. So I followed her for about a year, and she just didn't fall off. She was just doing better and better, and she was more happy about it every single day. So finally, I was just kind of like, you know what? Let me just give this a shot. So my why, I don't know if you guys really know, but I own 2 businesses, and I also work full time. And I'm the type of person who can't sit in an office. It gives me like really bad anxiety, and like I have to be out. I have to be free. So although I am working full time, I do have a cleaning business and a candle business because I'm trying to, kind of just make my own money. Like I can't. Sorry guys, I'm going like a little off, but like working for somebody else and building their business kind of like makes me nauseous. Kind of like what Allison said, I believe she just doesn't want to work for somebody else. Like I get it. And you want to have that freedom. So that's really what I was going for is I want to have the freedom to work from home and build my businesses. And I'm at the point where I really want to have a family and I want to be able to raise my own kids. So the business was awesome. I loved how Michelle posts. I love how much she loves it. And I love it. Not as much able to work and push a company that actually works and changes people's lives. So I'm hoping I can be one of those people. One of my goals for this year, or like my main goal for this year with It Works, is to go double diamond. I'm currently still a distributor. I'm having a little rough time getting DTs, but I'll get them. That's one of my cons is I'm like super hard on myself. So if I don't get what I want quickly, I tend to like just get really upset with myself, but it makes me push harder. One of my strengths is that I have this ability to make people feel comfortable. So even if I don't really know them very well, they have no problem like reaching out to me and talking to me, and I'm not pushy. So since I'm not pushy, like people kind of just come back on their own, you know. I'll be like, hey girl, what's going on? Just checking on you, talk to them for 10 minutes and then hop into, hey, so we were talking about these products last time. Where are you at now? You know what I mean? And it doesn't make them feel as like push, salesy. I don't like that sales approach. I've actually been doing really well with signing LCs. I think I got like 12 or 13 since I started, and this is only my second month. So I think I'm doing really well with that. I just need to work a little bit harder on my DTs, and I will get them. Got this, guys. So yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. I forgot I was muted. Sorry. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're super excited to work with you as well. I think you're one of the newest on the team in terms of the captains as well. So
Yeah.
it'll be exciting to have like that new fresh take as well. So awesome. Good stuff. Marie, you're next on here. Is it still muted?
That better?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
There
So
you are.
hi.
Hi.
It works. It'll be a year next week actually already. And I was one of those weird people that actually approached somebody and asked them if, you know, I could sign underneath them because I was interested in doing it. I had actually done it. I was a distributor like in 2011 when I used to live on a military base, and I really didn't get into it much. I didn't have any leadership. It was just like, here, you're a distributor, and that's it. So when I saw Michelle's team, I was pretty interested. I liked the whole team aspect. It was very encouraging. So I jumped right in, and I'm trying my best to really just stay consistent and do what I have to do, because this year I would love to make double diamond. I do this because I really can't work a full-time job. I have a lot of medical issues that go on and a lot of family stuff, and I try to spend as much time as I can with my almost 13-year-old next week. And that's hard for me sometimes because, you know, I can't physically do stuff, you know, as much as I'd like to. So this is a great opportunity for me to be able to expand what I want to do with my family and financially, and be able to do it at my own pace. But my pace is speeding up lately, so hopefully it'll get to the point where Michelle is, because she's a rock star, and I think we're all rock stars because we have great leadership. I'm really good at encouraging. So if anybody needs help with encouraging or doing, like, you know, talking with people, I tend to, when I talk to loyals, I don't make it very like businessy. A lot of people do come to me because I have been using the products since May. So I'm kind of like a product of the product. I'm down like 93 pounds, and they love seeing that whole journey and story. So a lot of my loyals like to actually really just come to me. I don't do a lot of, you know, hey, how you doing? Have you seen my post? Did you like my post? Because I have a lot of people who, you know, just say, what are you doing? Tell me about it. And then they sign. It's pretty easy when you believe in something for them to believe in it. So I can't wait for a great year.
Yay, that's so awesome. I'm so excited. So I remember when Marie signed up. So I didn't personally enroll you. I know that you were enrolled by somebody else on the team. And I remember them saying to me, like, oh, she doesn't want to, like, don't talk to her about the other stuff. Like, she just wants to buy the wraps cash and sell them cash. And I was like, okay. And then I saw, like, you were kicking ass one day, and I was like, what? Like, signed, like, 3 distributors, and I was like, wait a second. You're not just selling those wraps for cash. Like, that's awesome. And that's kind of, like, when we started talking. And then we just went from there. That's awesome. Yay. So I'm super excited to work with you and to see you in more of like a leadership role, because you've definitely earned it and definitely worked your way there. So Okay, and 93 pounds? Holy shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
I didn't know it was 93. Like, that's amazing. Yay.
Almost there.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay,
Wait,
so
I'm so sorry. What did you use for those 93 pounds?
I've been doing the Fat Fighter. I was doing the ThermoFit, and now I've switched to It's Vital because I kind of hit like a little bit of a plateau. I was down to like 1 pound a week, but as soon as I took the It's Vital, Michelle, I'm loving it.
mhm.
I had within 2 weeks, I lost 6 pounds. So I do follow I don't do crazy no carbs, no fats. I put everything that I eat into my phone, into one of those apps. So once I hit my calories for the day, I'm done. And I never hit my calories. So
That's great. Congratulations.
Awesome.
thank you.
Awesome stuff, guys. So now who's next? Let me just see who's next in line. Devin. So we'll hear from Devin.
Hi, guys. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay. My name's Devin. I started about a year ago. I had watched Michelle, and she kept posting all this great stuff on, losing weight, getting comfortable. And I think I sat there and just stared at her screen, and I was like, no way, this doesn't work. I want nothing to do with this. And finally, one day, I decided, all right, let me give this a try. I was actually her loyal before I became a distributor with her. And my first go around with the products, I lost about, I think it was 29.5 pounds. And that's when I decided, okay, this can be something real, and I can help people. That was what got me into this. One of my main goals for this year is to hit double diamonds. My whole reason for joining this was one, because I lost a lot of weight, and I figured, if this worked for me, I can help so many other people in the same boat as me. I was originally 110 pounds, and I've had 4 back operations where I gained 80 pounds. So that was a huge life change for me, and I figured, if this helped me, why not help somebody else? And I joined it because, with all those surgeries, medical debt just went crazy. All of a sudden, it was like bill, and I was like, crap, what do you do? So that's, a big part of my why is to get out of the medical debt, to be able to have some fun, vacation when I want. I've used a lot of my funds for my wedding. And I also used it to take my sister and her 2 kids to Disney World in September. So that was a lot of fun. One of the things about me that I think is good for me being a captain is I'm very supportive. Anytime there's a question, I try to get the knowledge out there as quick as possible and look up the information and get the proper information out to people. And I'm available when people, need somebody there. My job, I work full time. I'm a bookkeeper for 6 different companies. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm a bookkeeper at another company. So I'm working every day from 7 till at least 6 p.m. So, I try to hop on here as much as possible. I set the alerts up. So just so everybody knows, I'm always available for whoever needs it. If anybody ever needs anything, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy. And if I don't have the answer to it, I always redirect to Michelle or Nick or Allison or Ashley or just really anybody I know will be quick to get your answers. So yeah, that's my little story.
Awesome stuff. Yay. You're like in there like swimwear. Whenever I post first one up.
Exactly what I said before. I was like, does Dev live on the Team Amato page, bro?
No, it's funny. I have to run my company's Facebook page, and to make sure there's no funny business, because we're in a religious line of work, I have to keep it up and keep checking it. So whenever there's a notification, it automatically hits my phone. So I'm like, I might as well just, jump on here real quick.
That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Deb. I'm super excited.
Of course.
Okay, so let's see. So next up is Sherelle. Let's hear from Sherelle.
Hello.
Hey.
I am here. My hair is a mess.
Oh, stop. You look gorgeous.
I would have to say, so my why, definitely, of course, for joining is for my lovely children, which is one that's in here, of course. The one that's always in my face.
No, I'm not.
So I have to say my why is definitely for my kids and to be able to stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom with them, and to, of course, help my husband supplement the income because we are a one-income family. So I would have to say my strengths are being helpful, motivating people, talking to them. And I'm trying to think. And I also do, I feel like I do know a lot about like the products and about like the business and things. I do always research stuff. And my goal, of course, is to be diamond. But my ultimate one is to be at least a double so I can retire my husband. They said they couldn't hear me.
Yeah, awesome stuff. So I'm super excited to see too. So you're also, you're not one of my personally enrolled. Someone else had enrolled you on the team, and then I forget how. I think we did like a 3-way call, and then from then on we were just like cool. Yeah, it was with Jax. We did a 3-way call, and then we were just cool from then on out.
Yep.
So, awesome stuff. Same thing with Nicole on here. Like I met you through Jax, so that's awesome. I'm always excited to just meet anybody. So the fact that you guys are technically like on my team, and I'm really glad that we all just got closer, and it wasn't like, oh, just that name on my e-suite. So I'm super excited about that. So thank you, Sherelle. Let's see. Okay, so Jess, hear from Miss Jess Valdez.
Sorry, let me unmute myself.
Awesome. Hey, Jess. So
Hi.
I'm so
Hot
excited.
mess. Sorry,
Thank you,
guys.
Jess. Oh, please.
So I actually started out as a loyal of Michelle's because I was watching her posts, and I just wanted to try a couple products, and then, you know, we kind of chatted about me possibly becoming a distributor, and I was like, no, like I was like afraid because I was like, oh, I'm too shy, like I won't be able to do this. And you know, she was like very encouraging and kind of just told me, you know, that I could do this, and like she believed in me. So she really helped me get to the point where I'm at now. I've known her since high school, and we kind of drama in the past because there was a lot of it. And I actually joined in July, but then I had a lot going on. So December is when I really started working the business. So my why, I have quite a few things. I really want to help other people. That's kind of like my goal in life, really. You know, I hate my current job. It has nothing to do with anything that I want to do in life. So to be a part of this business where I'm helping others, helping them gain confidence, helping them lose weight, you know, in the process, I'm also helping myself. For those of you who don't know me, I suffer from, you know, chronic illness. I have fibromyalgia, and that's another one of my get to the point where I am able to work from home full time. I don't have kids, and my husband and I don't plan on having kids, but I do have 3 lovely doggies, and they are my babies. So I want to essentially be a stay-at-home dog mom. And just like most of everybody else said, I do eventually want to retire my husband as well. And I just want the financial freedom. I want to, for those of you who don't know me, I am a Disney fanatic, and I want to be able to go there at least once a year. So my goals for this upcoming year, I want to grow my team and help as many people as I can. I definitely want to hit diamond by the end of this month and grab that bonus. And by the end of 2017, I want to retire and say peace out to my terrible job. As for my strengths, I'm very good on Instagram. So if anybody has questions about how to kind of post or get followers, things of that nature on Instagram, I'm your gal. And I think motivation is another one of my strong points, and also just relating to and helping others. A lot of my loyals are fellow, chronic illness fighters. So I'm kind of able to reach them on that level. I'm also a runner, so I'm able to reach people that way. So I feel like once you kind of put out there what, your different things are about you, that's, how you get your following. So I think that's it for me.
Awesome stuff. And the funniest thing, so you know how we all say we're looking for runners, like the distributors that are runners? Jez actually runs, like with the sneakers on, I'm like runs. So whenever I'm like, you got to find a runner, or you're going to find your runner, she's like, runners? And I'm like, no. Like, my kind of runner.
Oh my God, that was probably like so embarrassing. She's like, oh yeah, she's a runner. And I'm like, oh my God, another runner? And she was like, no, I meant like, I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
retract that.
I'm sure you're going to take care of the whole no actual runners on the team. I'm sure you're going to make me feel awful about myself pretty soon. The only time I run is if it's like Black Friday or like someone behind me is creeping me out. That's it. That's like the extent of my running, but maybe we can change that.
We'll get you there, girl.
We'll see with a miracle. Okay, awesome. So I think, okay, so yeah, Emma's not on here. I think she was, yeah, that's the only captain left, right? Am I forgetting somebody? My brain is like mush today, so.
Did you say Nick or no?
Oh yeah, Nick. I'm gonna Okay.
We were kind of just
Forgot the husband.
Whoop.
Isn't that how it always is?
Basically.
We're not even married yet.
Okay. So, Nick, how did you get involved?
Well, what was it, like a week or two after you signed up? There was a wrap party at, if some of you guys know Cindy, there was a wrap party at Cindy's house that Michelle was kind of influenced by her upline to go to because it was a great learning experience. And me being the wonderful, supportive boyfriend at the time. Boyfriend or fiancé? I don't remember.
No, boyfriend.
Boyfriend, wow.
Yeah, we got engaged after we started.
Yeah. Me being the wonderful boyfriend that I am, I went with her and drove her. And while I was there, Michelle's upline persuaded me, I should say, to put on a wrap, even though I was in a room full of women and I had no interest in this whatsoever. We also had my sister's
boyfriend with us.
Oh yeah, TJ was with us too. He came from moral support.
My sister's 18-year-old boyfriend at the time. No, not the time. 19, I think it was. Yeah, we wrapped him too.
Yeah.
That was interesting. It's like these two random dudes at Cindy's house with all these women with like wraps on and like the face mask and so. Yeah,
so then after that, Michelle was she learned a little bit about the business and she realized that if she wanted to promote to Ruby, she was going to need to start building a team under her. So again, me being the wonderful supportive boyfriend, I was signed up. And I guess the rest is history. You know, after that wrap and started taking the products, I really saw what the company was doing, and the products were great, which kind of gets me into the why of, you know, I did it for Michelle, and I still do it for Michelle. You know, if you don't know, I'm a full-time teacher, and we as teachers, we don't have the greatest reputation, pay-wise or work-wise. A lot of people think that we just sit around and do nothing after 3 o'clock, but Soon after moving in together and being with Michelle, thanks, Dev. So Michelle kind of quickly saw how much work actually goes into teaching and just how little we're paid for the amount of work that we have to do. Yeah, Jackie, I know you know all about it. So a lot of what this company offers is just great in terms of the money wise and just what it's actually doing for people. I see the inspiration that Michelle brings to not only our team, but just our customers that we get to know, which brings me into the tips that I have for you newbies. You should always be building interaction and building relationships with people. It's probably the greatest thing that I see Michelle do. Chances are if you scroll through her phone, probably the first 20 messages will just be, hey girl, what's going on?
Without any responses too. Like it's just like, I don't even care. It's like, hey girl.
She just messages people and just says, hey, it's not even about the business. You're always trying to be a best friend with your customers.
We're going to get into that though. Okay. So that's how you got started.
I also talked about my why.
Mm-hmm. What are your strengths?
Probably if you need anything to know about products, let me know about that. Any questions for it?
E-Suite, BV.
Yes, E-Suite, BV. I'm a numbers guy, hence being the math teacher. I know Devin's shaking her head. Devin, if you don't know, Devin loves math. It's actually her favorite subject in school.
Say no to math, kids.
Yeah. Rough crowd tonight.
Awesome.
So yeah, any motivation that you guys need, obviously you let me know. Anything you need to know about building ranks in terms of what you need for qualification for being commission qualified, or just for your finals for the month if you're shooting for promotion. I was crunching numbers the other night for Allison.
End of the month, this guy comes in clutch because I'm sitting here like screaming at my keyboard like, oh, I can't add anything. And then he's like, oh, like Rain Man. So
so any of that stuff, you let me know. And now that those of you that have been with us for over 6 months, those of you that have made over 600 for the year in terms of commissions.
Oh God, here we go with the tax.
No, just I'm making it brief. If you have any questions, if you made over $600, you let me know. I can let you know what is tax write-off, how to go about setting up whatever stuff you need to give your accountant or yourself. Obviously, the numbers come in handy. So, just shoot me a message if you need any help, and I'll try and do my best to get that back to you.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm signing a distributor up. Hang on.
This is literally what she does. I'm at work half the time, and
can you help her?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's fine.
Sorry, I passed my phone off to him. He's used to this. I would just like forward. Yeah. He'll just get random like info, and he'll just know, and he'll send me back a confirmation
I'll just see
picture.
a random person's name pop up on my phone,
and he'll know to enter it.
Great! Wow, she signed somebody else. I'm not surprised. You're pretty awesome.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna throw up.
Nothing, Joe.
Being too
Joe.
mushy. Okay, so could you do me a favor? Can you grab the printout for me right there? So, okay, let me see because there's some chat in here. I'll go back to the chat at the end. But I wanted to. So I'm super excited for everyone. The way that it's gonna kind of work, or how we're hoping to. Now, keep in mind, this is something new, so it's not going to be perfect. We'll probably have to tweak stuff and figure out what works best. But for now, what we're looking to do is when you have a question, go to a captain that you feel comfortable with, somebody that you think like specializes in the question that you have or whatever. Give them 15 minutes. Am I frozen? Is it my Wi-Fi? Because I think, Dev, you're frozen on my screen. Okay, you're back. So go to a captain that you feel comfortable with, or who you think their area of expertise, would help you out or whatever. Give them 15 minutes to answer. And if they don't answer within the 15 minutes, you can also try posting it in the page. And then I'll be able to take a look at the page and see if it's something that, is urgent, needs to be answered right now. I'll hop in. And if not, then somebody on the page or a captain, when they can, will get to you. The goal is, and the idea is that if you go to a captain and they can answer you, they can help you out. If they don't know, but they want to help you out, then they would come to me and see, or, we have our captain's group page. They would see if anybody else is available to help out. It just gives you guys a bigger base of support and a bigger base of people to go to in case I'm not available. Just so that people, get answered more promptly and everything like that, because it's getting a little nuts on my end. And I try to make myself as available as possible. Bless you. But recently, with some health issues, I'm going to be needing to, turn the phone off at a certain time and get rest and things like that. So, and I don't want you guys to not have support available to you. And I do think that it'll help some of our budding leaders get more confident in a lot of their skill set as well. So I'm really excited. And this will continue. Like, if you want to be a captain and you're not, let's talk about it. Let's see. And I'll give you an honest, answer of, okay, well, let's work on this or that. And then we'll revisit it. I'm always down to be adding to the captains. It's not like an exclusive favorites club. It's based on what you're what you're wanting to do. The captains know that they're going to be getting more interaction this way, they're going to be reached out to from people on the team. They're signing up for that. So it's a different role, but it's not based on who's my favorite or whatever. Anybody can be a captain. It just depends on how bad you want it. So I hope that this system will do really well for us. And like I said, we're going to work out the kinks together a little bit, because it's my first time doing anything like this. And I apologize if it's not very smooth and streamlined at first, but I promise it's for the benefit. I think it's going to be for the better for everybody. So I'm super pumped. Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions about the captain portion? Because the next thing I'm going to get into is growing your team. Philosophies behind growing your network, building relationships, helping new team members get started while still being you, and how I plan on signing 26 distributors and 10 challenges in March, and how you can too. So that's the section I want to get into. But if anybody has any captain questions so far, and the rest will be recorded. For sure. So if you aren't able to stay on for the second portion, that's totally fine. I appreciate you guys jumping on and being here to listen to our captains introduce themselves. But
Michelle, is that my Wi-Fi doing this?
I think so, Deb, because I keep seeing you freeze.
I can't hear you half the time.
Really? Okay. If you want to hop off, if it's better to hop off, and then I'll just post the recording today or tomorrow morning.
Well, let me log out and try to come back in and see what happens.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
Also, I forgot, too, that the captains, in addition to being there to support you guys, captains are going to be doing co-Zooms with me. So every week, we're shooting to have a captain specialize in one area or whatever and deliver a Zoom on that. So, for example, we have Ashley O'Neill. I think she's next week. I'll give you guys a schedule because I have time to make a team calendar now. But each week, so Ashley O, she's going to do how to find information in certain places, where to look, things like that. Then we have somebody who's going to do talking to potentials in a natural way. Allison's really great at using the scheduling apps for posting, because she has a very, very demanding, very long-houred full-time job. So she's really great at utilizing Buffer. So each week it's going to be somebody offering something on a Zoom, and they'll be shorter. They'll be like half-hour Zooms. We won't take forever like this one, but I'm excited for that as well. Okay. All right, so Jess, I'm feeling like Jess will probably do one on Instagram, so we'll answer that. Okay, so in terms of growing your team, how long have we gone so far?
Gone 45 minutes so far.
Okay, so we're just going to do like 10 minutes or so on the growing your team aspect. So helping new team members get started while still being you. So I feel like that has a lot to do with conversations. And a lot of people have asked me like, oh, do you have scripts for talking to potential distributors, blah, blah, blah. The biggest advice that I could give you is keep it short and sweet and end it with a question. So if somebody asks you a question, how do we get paid? Don't break down the whole comp plan. Don't sound like, Miss It Works 2017. Like, just give them the basics. Just be like, we get commission on the products we sell. We also can make different bonuses that they have available. Have you ever worked a commission-based job before? That's it. Or it's a lot of fun. You can work it on social media, or you can go, meet people in person. It's up to you. Make your own hours, things like that. Like, I just keep it short and sweet. That's it.
Hopefully they're not as big of a pain in the ass as Allison was.
Allison, on the other hand, made me screenshot and send her all 32 pages of our comp plan.
I thought it was BS, man.
I
didn't know.
I'm just joking. I was like, this better sign up.
Real talk.
So I think the conversation aspect is really huge. About, you always want to stay yourself, sound like yourself when you're talking to distributors, potential distributors. These people are reaching out to you because they want to be mentored by you. So they don't want some robot sounding "it works" girl. Like, they want you to just be a normal person. This is where voice notes come in handy. Like, they're awesome because you can just record a quick voice note and it sounds like you, and you can say a whole lot more than you would be able to write. So voice notes are super great for that.
Yeah, and you can confuse the hell out of the people that are in the room with you too, especially when you think.
Nick gets mad at me because I just start talking on a voice note and I don't give him warning, so he thinks I'm talking to him, and I'm like, go away. I'm talking about potential.
I'll start answering her question, and she's like, "No, not talking to you."
So behind growing your network and building relationships. So it's so important, guys. I would almost rather see people post 2 things a day, but focus on the interaction and the adding. If you have under 1,000 Facebook friends, my biggest suggestion to you, if you're looking to build this on social media and not in person, is to get that friends list up. And you want to make 1,000 friends your first big goal if you haven't hit that yet. And that doesn't mean other network. Could you stop?
What?
That doesn't mean other network marketers or, people who sell stuff. Like, I'm talking genuine, just friends that you're adding from your friends list. I'm going to post the friends adding scavenger hunt thing again in the group because I think it got lost at the bottom. And that's really, I spend time interacting, meaning commenting and liking people's stuff, and then adding new friends. Even though I have almost 5,000 friends, I still add new people every day.
What's the cap on friends?
5,000.
And you have how many friends?
Like 4,900, I think.
Amazing.
It's insane. So I have to start deleting, but that's a whole other story.
I am not helping with that.
Building relationships. If you see somebody post something on your timeline, now I'm not saying like you shouldn't rely only on your newsfeed, and I will explain again why that is, where I interact with people. But let's say you are on your newsfeed. Commenting on people's stuff is what's huge. So if, as you're scrolling through, if you don't know who the hell it is, awesome. Figure out a way to respond to their status. I posted that one today where someone's like, I'm giving up people for Lent. And I commented like, LMAO, most peaceful Lent ever. Like, I don't even know that person, but I was just joking with them. So just answering their whatever the hell they posted. Somebody posted a tasty video. Those things are all over my newsfeed. I'm just like, oh my God, I need this now. I need to make this now. It's just little things like that. That's what keeps your interaction going. And that's what gets people to know that you're a real person and they take interest in your posts. That being said, if you post one It Works post a day and you post a couple personal posts about what you're doing, straight up, take a picture of what you're doing at that time. Figure out a way to put a filter on it, make it look cool. That's what I'll do. If I'm like, oh shit, I got to post. I'll be like, what am I doing right now? Or what product is within arm's reach? Or, what's Mia doing? Or I don't know, wherever I'm at, if I have to go to a doctor, if I have to go to the post office, whatever. I just take a quick picture of it and post about it. People watch reality TV because they like the dumb, stupid stuff you do when you're home. You know, they want to see like into your life. People like to be a part of your story and your journey. I get my most interaction usually on posts that have nothing to do with the business, but that boosts the visibility of my other posts. So while people might not comment and like those business posts or result posts, I gauge my interaction based on those personal posts, how many likes and comments they get, because that's how I know that people are seeing my stuff. People won't like and comment on the business stuff because they're afraid you're going to hound them, or they're afraid that, you know, they don't want other people to know that they don't like their bodies or whatever it is. People are private. So they're not going to like and comment. They're going to watch. So gauge your interaction based on those personal posts. That's what's gold. So how I plan on signing 26 distributors and 10 challenges in March. So I plan on posting about me using the products a lot this month. I don't really post that many before and afters, as you guys can see. I got pinched by compliance, so I got to always post the corporate approved. So I just choose, because I have friggin' everything. I have like every product they've ever created because I'm a psycho. I just take pictures of me using the products and I talk about them and I do lives. That's what I do. If you're trying to showcase the products for a challenge, to sign challenges this month, I recommend getting dedicated and serious about taking at least one product consistently this month. At least just one. And be excited about it. Don't be like, oh, here's my fat fighter, or, put it by a bowl of pasta all the time. You really want to be like super into that product, even if you have to go a little over the top about how into it you are. You can do a live about it. I don't want to run too late on this one, so tell me if you guys would like this, but I could do a quick live in the team page, and you guys can catch up when you want tomorrow about doing lives, like tips to get into it and tips to like kind of get comfy with them and stuff like that. I can do that on the Team Amato page during the day tomorrow if you guys would like that. But doing lives are great. People are on there asking you questions, seeing you, seeing your face, seeing your expressions with you holding the product, stuff like that. It really has a big impact. So that's how I'm going to get my 10 challenges this month. My 26 distributors. Now, I have been building up until this point. I didn't just wake up and say 26 distributors. I wanted to double my January record. But these are people that I'm signing this month that I've been talking to for up to a year, some of them. Some of them are my loyals. Some of them are people that haven't bought or done anything, but they're commenting on my statuses all the time, and they're always interacting. Those are the people that I'm looking to really get to the core with this month. A big thing that I'm doing, if you guys, I'll talk about this in the live tomorrow, but a big thing I'm doing are these live events on Facebook for other people. So it's like a wrap party, but they don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. And it gets a lot of viewers and stuff. So that's something I want to show you guys how to do if you're comfortable with it, because I'm using that. If some of you saw my post today, like, would you join with me if it was free? I'm going to be using those parties as a way to help those people pre-sell their wraps or get customers interested so that they realize it's worth it to them. And that's what I think the person who's signing up tonight that I just mentioned, she was somebody who wants a live party. And she's using the party as a way to get her customers. So live parties are great. I've been rambling for ever now.
An hour.
Thank you, Nick. So, and we're at an hour. I don't want to keep you guys too late. But definitely you can jump off if you want. I'm going to read through the chat and answer questions so that it's recorded. I'm going to post the recording tomorrow morning, just 'cause it takes forever through YouTube to do it now. And then, yeah, I can do that live tomorrow in Team Amato, and you guys can watch it whenever you get a chance about breaking into lives, because that's really the way of the future. So thank you guys for staying. Let me just go through some of these, and if you want, you can catch the recording later. Okay. So yeah, Jess is gonna do the someone asked, Jess, do you get a lot of messages on customers from Instagram, and how do you have so many followers? So Jess will do the Instagram Zoom for you guys. So excited for this. I think it's really going to help me. Thank you for all putting in this extra time to help. I look for, thanks, Tiff. All right, awesome. So if anybody has any other questions that you'd like me to answer, you can unmute yourself and ask it, or you can type it. Yeah, get out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys think of anything, please feel free to post in the team page. And thank you guys for hanging out with us for an hour on a weeknight. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited to see what's to come, and love you guys. You're the best, right? Bye.
See ya. Peace.